Hello everyone, and can you believe it, we're actually back in my Whipsnade Zoo recreation. It's been absolutely ages. I keep saying yeah I'll get back to it and haven't for ages. Been busy with the modding and stuff like that, as I'm sure you've seen. If you haven't seen, I've done a couple of showcase videos. I need to try and make another one because I've made a few things since then, but I thought let's get back into actually building some stuff. Obviously we got the Africa pack a few months ago now, and we're all kind of preparing for a new pack, but I haven't yet updated my Whipsnade map to reflect the new pack. As you've probably seen if you've been watching the series, we have already got the White Rhino house and paddock down here, and then the Meerkats, this little one up here. So the Meerkats was pretty much done. The White Rhino's house and everything was done, but this side of the paddock I hadn't done. So I thought today, just to get back into it a little bit, I will try and sort out this sort of White Rhino area, a couple of the little bits around the joining bits as well, and then try and make both of these accessible for the new animals and actually put them in, which would be quite nice to have them in the game. I always said when I made the White Rhino house that it'll be nice, hopefully, when we finally get them in the game. So yeah, we'll try and get those sorted. Meerkats, as I say, done. Just need to configure it so that they can use it. Hopefully they can. It's quite a small enclosure down here, so yeah, potentially we'll get rid of these fake Meerkats and put some real ones in, but yeah, we'll see if they can use the space properly. And then yeah, the White Rhino's house is finished, and I'll pop some links to the relevant episodes in the description. But yeah, this paddock is still very bare and needs some work around it and inside. So yeah, we will do that today. That is the plan. Hopefully everything works out. I'll probably also just go around the map and add and remove animals, reflect what we currently have, just to keep things up to date, but I won't go into details about everything that I've changed with regards to that, but just so I kind of have it up to date. So yeah, I shall pop a couple of pictures in if I've got anything relevant of this one, but I'll at least show you the kind of overviews as I normally do from Google Maps, and then I will see you when I've finished. Okay guys, so we are back, and I've done the changes. So you can kind of see what I've done over there, but let's just take a quick look at the Meerkats. So the Meerkats not really changed, but all you'll be able to see is that we've got some Meerkats in there. Now the traversable area isn't great, I must say. You can only get to certain little bits around here, but it's still cool to actually see them in there properly instead of my little stand-in Meerkats. So yeah, it's just nice to see them in there using the enclosure properly. So yeah, that is the Meerkats added in to the map. So the main bulk of it over here. Okay, so quite a bit done, though it's obviously very big expansive paddock, so it still looks pretty bare, but we have done all the necessary changes to it. So we've got all our like trees and our sort of living trees, as well as our like uprights and dead trees and that sort of thing in here. Some logs as well, just lying on the floor itself. We've got a few little pondy bits around. This one I actually put the wallow in, the mud wallow, which is quite nice to just use that because the rhinos can use it, so that's nice. So yeah, a few little wallows and pondy bits in there. We've got some planting, some ground cover kind of planting, so not too much. Obviously this kind of size paddock, it's hard to not make it look really fake and sort of rubbish. We have got like some long grass in here, but you can't tell from far away. But then just a few patches where it's a bit more kind of nettly and more overgrown. And I decided to use the hydrilla for it. It works quite well because it's so big, and it just kind of works as a nice kind of ground cover from a distance if you don't look too closely at it. So yeah, just a few patches of that dotted around in the enclosure itself, and then it gets a bit overgrown in this sort of ditch between the two paddocks, and get a lot of nettles and things in there, and that's where the Sitatunga like to hide a lot. And then likewise, I've just put a little bit around this haha as well. I might actually do that for some of the other bits, but for now I just kind of put those bits in for the moment. We have got the pond bit sorted. I decided to do it a bit more realistically compared to how it is in real life, so we've got the kind of gravel around the edge, and yeah, just a kind of concrete pond for them to drink from. Then the main other bits are down here, so I've edited this kind of service yard a little bit, so we've got proper gates on the front now, so that this path can go all the way through into the enclosure, so that we can have our rhinos in there. I've changed this this layout. I'd done it wrong. I don't really know how I'd done it so wrong. I put another sliding gate there, and that doesn't exist. So that's a proper wall. There's this little bit with some sort of steel girder sort of bits in the way as a barrier, and then we've got a little gate on there and another gate here. So yeah, just kind of reconfigured all of this to be actually accurate to how it should be. Edited a little bit of the fencing around here, put a little bit of planting there. So yeah, this whole kind of service yard and front bit is a bit more accurate now, which is what we wanted. And then I've done the planting on this little bit here, a few small trees here, and then a few bigger trees on that section of grass there. Haven't done this bit yet because this path layout and stuff isn't quite accurate, so from what I can remember anyway, so I've left that bit for now, and a little bit of stuff around the bongo for the meantime. And then if we look over here, the only other thing I've done a bit more of this planting again. I've put this fence in down here, and another couple of trees there to finish this little corner off, because that was almost finished beforehand. I think that was it for this bit. I've actually written a list because there was a lot of small bits and bobs to do. Oh, terrain, of course. So a bit of terrain stuff. Oh, should we have a look at the rhino wallowing? I've not actually seen the animations that they do in wallow. So terrain-wise, a bit of mud and things dotted around, some pathways, some muddy patches. Ah, look at that. That's cute. Oh, it's weird the way the mud kind of expands. It's strange. Lovely. Nice muddy rhino, that's what we like. Oh, and these guys are in that one. I should have made them all look muddy actually, rather than clear. I'll probably do that. So yeah, just a slight hill in the middle, and then in general it's not too much terrain work, and then just some painting of some more muddy patches, as I said, in both paddocks. I think that was the only thing really that I changed for this side, to be honest. I haven't deleted the barrier in the middle yet, even though this should all be one. I haven't done that for now, but I might delete that at some point. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this bit. Now there's a couple of other bits that I thought I might as well do as well. So I've done a little bit of stuff in the bongo. So this area at the back needed to be edited. The fence lines, we've got high fencing on the back, these smaller yards on that side, so I've changed that. I've done this paddock, planted it, made the little shelter, changed this doorway, and we've got a little creep there because we now have Sitatunga in this paddock as well with the bongo. So I've added some Nyala in there as well. as my stand-in, taken them from the other paddock and put them in here. And then we've got a little bit of terrain painting again. I've changed this bit, I've kind of made that fence line proper, added that trough, and a trough on the yard as well, but just a small one for now. Then we've got down this end this bit of planting, so none of this planting was done. This side was done, but this patch here wasn't done, and that bit, so I've just done these few little bits around here and in this little fenced off bit, and then these trees around this section between the bongo and the giraffes and the antelope, that kind of section there in the middle, to kind of finish this area off a bit more, because that was pretty much all that needed doing for that little section. So yeah, if I look at my list, I think that is everything. Yes, yeah. I think that's everything I've done. So yeah, not too many additions, but obviously we've got all our rhinos in, which is nice to see. They're all sleeping at the minute, so well, not all of them. Got this one here, having a stroll. Yes, when I first did this enclosure, which was quite a long time ago now, I was really hoping that we'd get white rhinos. I kind of knew that we would do at some point, but it's nice to finally have them in here properly. And then if I just show you the house, I have put one in here, just so you get a little idea of what it looks like with the old rhinos inside. So we've got one of them just placed in this stable. I was going to walk through the wall, lovely. Yeah, so you can kind of get a bit more of a sense of scale, and it's nice to actually see a rhino in there properly. Is he going to escape? I thought it was going to escape. So yeah, that is it for the white rhinos and meerkats revisited for the African pack. I've been saying that I would do it for ages, and I'm glad I finally got around to doing it. So yeah, that is what we've got for these guys. So yeah, I'm definitely planning to do a bit more. As I say, I've got kind of done loads of modding and stuff like that, so now I feel like I need to try and get back into building a little bit, so it's nice to actually come back into this recreation and do a little bit of work in here again, and hopefully I'll kind of get that momentum back up and do a bit more of this, because it would be a shame to sort of leave this project and not really do anymore. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do something else soon. I'm potentially, and I talked about it before, maybe do the lions possibly, something like that, because we have got that section there with the meerkats and stuff, kind of, and the zebras on that side. It's kind of done. This little chunk would be nice to sort out, so I did start doing the oryx in a stream, but I didn't finish that. So yeah, something around here probably would be the next focus, I would think. But yeah, it's just nice to get these new animals in, and I probably will at some point go through and do some mods, actually do the various animals that we have as mods, because there's quite a lot of animals on my list of species that we do now have as mods, that would be nice to actually get into the game, especially when there's things that don't really have suitable replacements and things. So yeah, it'd be nice to actually get some of these guys mod wise into the zoo as well, but I'll probably do a separate save file for it and everything, and be safe with it, just in case, and probably worth waiting until after we get the next DLC, because it seems likely that it'll be fairly soon, and I'll of course cover that when we do find out news on it. So thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed coming back and seeing a little bit more of Whipsnade again, and you will yeah, hopefully get some more videos from me in the very near future. So I'll leave you with a nice image of the rhinos walking around, and maybe a little bit of a meerkat. jumping around or something. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and of course check out all my previous videos as well, especially the playlist of this series, my Whipsnade recreation. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.